Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 46 of The Road to Glory here with Kyle Adams. Now, let's get into this episode. And of course, if you watched the last one, we applied for the Pride Glory job. However, we were unfortunately unsuccessful in that endeavor. But it's not all bad. We're still with Ole. We're still looking pretty good. 45 popularity in northern Mexico, which means 42 importance, which I have to say is well, it's only 5 points away from us being cult, but I think we have an opportunity in this episode to at least gain another point of importance, possibly even two, because we also have our big event, which is, of course, going to be the title of this episode. Well, as far as I understand it to be. And it is going to be El Día Nacional de Lucha, which is it's one of our two big events that we hold with Ole every year, even though we haven't actually run for more than a year with them. We also saw our finances shoot up a little bit higher, made 212,000 in the last episode, and we also had Kyla starting to increase in popularity to a decent amount. This episode, like I said, we're gonna book towards El Día Nacional de Lucha. We also have Slayer's contract ending. Now, question is, do I want to re-sign him? Do I want to re-sign him? That's kind of a tough question. Is he on time decline? Let me check that first, because that's probably... Yeah, he's on time decline. He's also not very good either. And his stamina is dreadful. So with all that being said, I think we're actually going to let Slayer go. That's kind of upsetting, but we could potentially hire one of these guys as sort of a mid-card replacement for him. El Hijo del Fantasma looks really good to come in that sort of replacement position. Either a face, or a Technico, or a Rudo there. And he's actually better than Slayer. Apart from psychology, which, it can be fairly easily improved. Also, at the same time, he doesn't really have any microphone stats. Any microphone, let's say entertainment stats, whether it be, his entertainment abilities or his menace. So that could be a little bit of a downside to him. He's slightly over, which is alright. What about Guerrero Muerto? A lot more technical, but again, very, very similar. No entertainment stats, no menace, but again, good star quality, good charisma. And he's actually probably a little bit better in the ring. He's very good technically. Also has a lot better psychology and 91A stamina. Guerrero Muerto might be the option we go for here. It's currently in a mid-carder for EMLL, which is, that's relatively good. What's his popularity? 35, so it's higher than Phantasma. What about Decipher? Very similar. He can actually do a bit more, but he's got less star quality in regards to entertainment stats. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a tough one. What about Neutron? I haven't really looked at Neutron before. Yeah, I mean, he's okay as well. Not great, but not horrible either. Interesting. We'll think about that later. Let's get into Batalla Eterna. We have an incident here with Sunny Wildside. Gave him a stern warning, and as a result, his personality has gotten worse. And that is actually destroyed the backstage rating by 3 points. Really bad stuff. We might have to get rid of Sunny Wildside. I haven't really used him too much, so I wouldn't actually be that upset to get rid of him. We also want to get rid of Victor Pascual, as he's also in a similar sort of boat. Anyway, generic venue, West Central Mexico. Let's book Kyler against Slayer. Can be Slayer's sort of one of his send-off matches. And obviously we need a loser for Kyler, so that works out relatively easily. Up next, I want to have Cosmic Rider taking on Nicolas Lopez for our main event. And if Lopez wins this main event, he will actually get the Eternal Kings a rematch at the pay-per-view for the Parejas titles. And he's indeed going to win the match. And it's going to be a botched interference on Cosmic Rider by Phoenix, which is going to essentially cost him the match. There we go. All right. What else do we need to do? Let's go... Well, we can't go with a trios match yet. But that's going to be next week on Battella Eterna. So with that said, let's go another singles match. I want to have... Let's have Atlantis Jr. take on El Mítico. Going to give El Mítico the victory in this one as well. That can go up there. We'll go a women's match. Women's tag team match. And we'll go with... Let's go with Estrella and Electric Dreamer to take on Queen Amazon and Purple Viper. Haven't really used Purple Viper in a while. I think we can go 12, and let's give Dreamer the victory. We also actually need to add... I don't think this can be high spots, no. We also need to add Queen Amazon and Brooke Tyler as a tag team together. So we'll do that now. So Brooke and Queen... I don't really know what to call them. The Omega Chicks. I guess I can kind of call them... I don't know. I want to make it somewhat to do with being queens. Obviously, Queen Amazon. And Brooke Tyler's kind of got that bitchy heel gimmick going on. Let's go with... I don't know what to go with. I don't know what to go with. Yeah, I really have no idea. Actually, let's call them the Crown. I like that. The Crown. That kind of just popped into my head. I feel like it kind of makes sense. Finisher. Let's make it a Game of Thrones reference. We'll go bend the knee. There we go. Game of Thrones reference for our, well, essentially our second ever women's tag team. We do, of course, have Electric Blue, albeit Aguila Celeste being out of action. To start off the show, let's go with a trios match. Let's just go with some high flyers. Can El Critico's a high flyer? Not really. Screw it. Let's put him in. So El Critico, Dragon Americano, and I guess Labyrinto. I think he's a high flyer. Yeah. So we'll go those three guys, and they can take on Extranjero, Huracan, and Phoenix. Dragon Americano with the victory. We will script it. Decisive, high spots. And that is going to go in the middle of the show there. And let's do a couple of pre-show matches. So let's go Mercy and Boom Boom. And they can take on... they can take on Samael and Devious Dr. Fang. Mercy with the victory. And then we'll go another tag team pre-show match with... Let's go Silver Tiger and Felipe Caballero to take on Sunny Wildside and Takashita. And let's give Felipe the victory there. I do want to push Felipe. I feel like he's got a really good amount of upside to him. And I do think he could be a bit of a star. Let's have a look at him really quick. As you can see, really good top row of stats. Stamina's the only real problem with him. Really good star quality. Obviously, he's a heal. And then if you look at psychology, it could be better. It could be better. I think it has actually capped itself out. But I mean, everything else is, I would say, relatively good. And he's a high flyer as well, so makes things easy. He's still only 24 years old. And I'm pretty happy with him. And I think he deserves a push. You know, he was an original member of Summit Wrestling as well, so I know you guys are probably somewhat big fans of him. Anyway, let's book our angles now. Let's go with Nicholas Lopez for the pre-main event. Obviously, we'll go with a Kyla angle in there as well, unscripted. Hopefully he can get back up to the B pluses he was getting a couple of episodes ago. Let's go with El Mitico. And then finally, I also want to do an angle here with El Critico. And he's going to be cutting an angle onto Angel of Mercy, who is going to be his next opponent at the pay-per-view, at the big event, El Dia Nacional de Lucha. So we'll get that booked on the show as well. We need to take 2 minutes off. Women's match can just be 10. That works out really well. And let's run our first show of the episode. Alright, so we start off with a 65C for our pre-show match. Silver Tiger and Felipe Caballero defeating Takashita and Sunny Wildside in 10:03, when Felipe defeated Sunny by pinfall with a Caballero drop. And as you'd expect, Silver Tiger carrying the match, although we also have Takashita improving in performance skills, so not too bad from him. It's good. Because, you know, he also has a lot of upside, albeit he's only on excursion. And the other pre-show tag match getting a 65C as well, where we have Angel of Mercy and Boom Boom Jamaica defeating Samael and Fang in 10:30, when Angel of Mercy defeated Samael by pinfall with a Mercy of God. Boom Boom Jamaica was head and shoulders above everybody else. With Samael being the weak link. Interesting. Alright. So we start the show off with a 56 C-, where we have Electric Dreamer and Estrella Blanca defeating Queen Amazon and Purple Viper in 10-20 when an Electric Dreamer defeated Purple Viper by pinfall with an Electric Blue Bomb. And apparently Electric Dreamer and Estrella Blanca don't work well as a team together. So we won't be partnering them up any longer. Yeah. Interesting. Moving on to a 73 B- from El Midico. His angle, it's a pretty good angle. His match getting a 64 C, where we have El Midico defeating Atlantis Jr. by pinfall with a Northern Light suplex in 10-27. We then go straight into El Critico's angle, getting a 73 B-, where he is cutting his angle on his opponent for El Dia de Nacional de Lucha. And that is going to be... Should we make it? Let's make it a gimmick match. What are we going to do? Either a last man standing or maybe an Iron Man. I think Iron Man's probably the way to go. Let me just check. Can I check? Can we... I think I can just go like this, can't I? Alright, so let me check El Critico's stamina. It's only a 70. Will he be able to do a 30-minute match? I don't think he will. So with that being the case, let's do a last man standing, but we'll give it 25 minutes. I'm just worried. I don't think he'll be able to do 30 with a 70 C+ stamina. I think and that's not the right booking. El Dia Nacional de Lucha, move it to there, thank you. Alright, there we go. We've got 2 matches booked on there already, but with a 3rd match to come tonight. We'll get that pre-booked in as well once the main event's finished. So yeah, El Critico's new challenger for the Universal title is going to be Angel of Mercy. We then go into a 62C, where we have the team of El Critico, Dragon Americano, and Labyrinto Jr. defeating Extranjero Loco, Hurricane, and Phoenix 4 in 10:05. And Dragon Americano defeated Phoenix by submission. Pretty good match. We also have Phoenix 4 improving in technical skills and Hurricane improving in performance. We then go to a 92A rated angle for Kyler Adams, doing a masterful job at improvising his interactions with the crowd. The segment deserved better announcing as well, so that kind of just goes to show how good it actually was. And I mean, Kyler, with his newfound popularity, he's going to start to increase into that top level. And of course, like I said in the last episode, massive opportunity for him to win his first piece of silverware against Dragon Americano at the pay-per-view. His match, not so great, 57 C-, but that is not really any fault of his own. Where we have Kyler Adams defeating Slayer in 10:23 by pinfall with a K trigger. 59 in ring there for Kyler, so 1 point away from a 60, which I think is good. It's definitely improving. We then go into a 67 C+, where we have Nicolas Lopez basically cutting his angle on Cosmic Rider and Phoenix 3, saying that if he wins tonight, they are owed a rematch for the Parijas titles at El Dia Nacional de Lucha. And the main event, not doing too well. Really not doing too well. Only a 71 C+. I mean, it's a good match considering Lopez and Cosmic Rider got pretty bad in-ring performances of 62 and 63 respectively, because that's a very much higher rating. But I kind of expected a B-, and I know we're very close, 1 point away, but still. Anyway, Nicolas Lopez does defeat Cosmic Rider in 20 minutes and 8 seconds by pinfall with a Lopez Buster. Where's my finish? Had a botched interference finish. That's my red agent. Yeah. Right there. Should be accidentally hit by Phoenix 3 as the finish. Okay, whatever. Let's pre-book in that other match that I was talking about. It's going to be... I mean, can we even do a 2 out of 3 falls? Let me have a look. What is the... Okay. Interesting. Okay, I guess we'll just do a regular. I was going to try and do a 2 out of 3 falls tag match, but that probably doesn't make sense. Anyway, Eternal Kings getting their rematch, taking on Cosmic Rider and Phoenix 3. Of course, Phoenix 3 costing Cosmic Rider that match, even though it clearly doesn't say it here. And the show, we get a 73B- for the overall show rating. I'm guessing Tyler's 92A rated promo has definitely helped. And as you can see, that 73 increasing our popularity again in all 3 regions, which is exactly what we want. Still increasing popularity in the region we want it to. Who's this guy? Raiho del Fuego. Let's have a look at that guy. I've never even heard of him. Where is he? There he is. I mean, he's not bad, but he's probably more CILL or EMLL type level. Yeah, I mean, has he actually worked anywhere? He's never worked anywhere. Been on the independent scene his whole career so far. Feel a little bit sorry for him. Anyway, I mean, Panda Mask would be the type of wrestler I want to get in. He would be immense. Anyway, chuck him on the shortlist. Alright, so the TV rating, I think it's dropped a little bit. We get a 0.67 for Batala Turner. We also have Boom Boom saying that Samael is charismatic. Which I definitely agree with. We need to push Samael as well. Because we remember his Menace promos. Basically got us through a pretty tough period in Summit. He's still the Summit Openweight champion as well. Okay, well, what we want to do now is we're gonna get rid of a few people. The first person is going to be, where is he? Somewhere down here. Victor Pasquale. I mean, he's got to go. He's got to go. He's a very negative influence. I mean, he's pretty good. He's very good. Look at the star quality there. That's impressive. However, he's just a bit of an arsehole, a bit of a prick backstage, and with that being said, we kind of just want to get rid of him. I don't want to pay for his travel. So we're going to do that, offer him a new contract, and then the other guy, part of me doesn't want to do it. Let's have a look at him for a second. Down here, Sunny Wildside. And I love Sunny. I really do. He's still so young as well. Part of me doesn't want to get rid of him. Part of me really does not want to get rid of him. I think we're going to keep him. I think we have to keep him. His flashiness, and then look at that selling. Look at his performance stats all across the board. He's got an A for stamina, A for athleticism, 97 A-star selling, and then B pluses for the rest. I mean, we have to keep him. We need a high-flying match, and he, I have to say, it is kind of an expert on the subject. All right, we'll keep him. We'll keep him for now. Then, of course, we have Slayer as well, who is going to be leaving us at the end of the month. I'll let his contract run out because I do kind of respect Slayer. I mean, part of me wants to kind of re-sign him and bring in Hellspawn, but at the same time, I don't know. We can't do it. One other thing, I want to have a look for... I mean, this guy would be incredible. Should probably just shortlist the whole south of the border roster. I mean, Edo Phoenix would be decent as well. Could maybe make him another member of the Phoenix and have Tress Phoenix come back as a trios sort of stable. I mean, he'd only be 400 per show. I mean, he's really not over. But he's not too bad. And he's also a face. That would be... Have him come in as Phoenix 5. Albeit, I think he's older than Phoenix 4. Anyway, let me check him on the shortlist. Something to think about. We could possibly do it in the future. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Akuma could come in. I mean, his stamina's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful, but... I mean, he could be an option. He can actually work in Mexico. Unfortunately, he's a flabby big heavyweight now, which I think usually he's not a flabby heavyweight, which might be the reason why his star quality is so low, because usually it's a lot higher from what I remember. I think it is anyway. Interesting. I mean, he could be a good option. Anyway, what I want to do, let's look for a wrestler to hire. We'll go male. I do want a male. And, of course, we need to go Mexico. I mean, we can look for another sort of younger wrestler as well. Honestly, I don't really remember who we've kind of looked at, so we might be looking at some of the same people that we've already seen before. This guy kind of looks pretty good, apart from his psychology. I think we have looked at him before. But he would make a pretty perfect jobber. Like an actual jobber to come in. I mean, I might save him because he could come in as a jobber. He's 6'3", though. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of feel like he could be even better than what I'm saying about him. I don't know. He could be a good heel jobber, though. We looked at this guy before, definitely. Cabrera. Not a big fan of him. Benito Prieto. Dreadful. Blue Phantom will be signed once we turn cult. I'll say that right now. Absolutely amazing worker. We're going to get him in for sure. And he'll be pushed pretty hard once we sign him down to a 10-year written contract. Who's this guy? Blue Wolf. Coming through the Mexico dojo. You know what? I kind of like him a little bit. I'm assuming he's an actual set to debut worker in the Seaverse. I've never really seen him before. But he doesn't look too bad. He's also not great. He could be an interesting option. Keep him on the shortlist for now, and we'll keep going. I'm guessing this guy might be new as well. I mean, he looks good on paper, but at the same time, doesn't really have any upside, no star quality. I mean, let's just go straight past David Garrido. Got David Iglesias, who is absolutely dreadful. We also have Dustin Deuce. Now, Dustin was a guy... I mean, spoilers. If we brought in Jack Bruce, I was going to come back and get Dustin Deuce and then call him Bruce and Deuce. Would have been an interesting tag team. Obviously, allowing, Dustin here to increase his stats pretty well. He's still an option. I'm still thinking about bringing him in at some stage. Obviously, with all the different hairstyles that he has, I feel like this one kind of would have worked pretty well. Signing Jack Bruce in as well to be a tag team partner. Anyway, moving on. We got this guy, Federico Rodriguez. He's kind of just below average everywhere, so yeah. I mean, this guy's another guy that's a set 2 debut worker, Fernando Fernandez. I mean, his psychology is pretty bad. He's also been in trouble with the law in the past, so I think we'll take a miss on that one. Gareth Case, the Australian. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go with him, but pretty crazy to see an Australian. Gonzalo Lopez. Nice mask on him, but he's terrible, terrible, terrible. Ringo Starr, I mean, we've seen him. Guillermo Munoz, I think we've seen this guy as well. Yeah, he's pretty bad. Good brawling on him, I guess. Guillermo Santos. Yeah, I mean, he's another type of wrestler. He's pretty good performance stats all across the board. Really good toughness there. Good stamina, athleticism, everything but psychology in his performance stats are really good. Let's we'll shortlist him. I like the look of him a little bit. Might be. Oh, he'll actually. Oh, why is that? I guess charisma. I think charisma is one of our owner goals. Anyway, El Hijo del Vigilante. Hijo del Vigilante. He's very good. I mean, he's on the shortlist. He's not. Got Jagged as well. Thought about signing him. He's pretty good. He does have the star quality. I think he's on the shortlist. Yeah. We've got Jamie Lopez, who is pretty bad. We've got the Caballero brothers. We've got Juan Delgado. Really good performance stats. Really good. Really good menace there as well. I mean, it just sucks that his top row is really bad, and then his star quality is also bad. If he had seen that star quality, I think I would sign him straight away. That's unfortunate because I think he's good. I'm gonna check him on the shortlist. We might be able to bring him in as a jobber. Okay, look at this guy. Julio Garcia. He's really bad, and I really like his mask. He's also an extremely negative influence, so I think we're gonna move on swiftly from him. We got this guy with no picture, Lucas Jimenez. And I guess there's a reason why he doesn't have a picture, because he's pretty bad. Still got Malefic, the Dark Myth himself. I'm pretty sure I did like the look of this guy. Bad star quality, though. We got Martin Nunez. Bad star quality. Oh man, it's pretty tough. Who is this guy? I guess he's on, must be on excursion. Masashige Kitabatake? Unfortunately, he's also pretty bad, coming from the Golden Dojo. I guess Golden Canvas's dojo over there in Japan. Oh, Ragnar, currently unemployed. I mean, he's only young. He's only, what, 25? I mean, he's relatively cheap as well. Star quality is not there, but it's not dreadful. He's probably only going to be part of the tag team division. You got Rapido. Now, Rapido and Amazing Firefly, they are a tag team. And we do want to bring in Amazing Firefly, so I'm assuming we bring in his tag team partner at the same time once we go cult. We've got Simon Gutierrez. I think we looked at this guy last time. He's got a very strange picture there, very strange render. Stuntman could always be an option as well. I think he's tag team partners with Acid, yeah, Acid 2. Thomas Vila. Pretty bad. We got this guy also coming from the Golden Dojo. Utemon Wakai. Whoa, that's a lot of ease. That is a lot of ease. Holy crap. We've got another, this guy coming from the Pride Glory Dojo. Yodo Oichi. He actually doesn't look too bad. And he's a face. I kind of want to sign this guy. Really good star quality. He's got good entertainment stats there as well. Psychology's bad. But he's got the brawling, which means he could probably put on a relatively good match after a while. Interesting that he can work in both Mexico and Japan. Is he not on excursion? What's the deal with that? That seems very strange. Okay, so he's on excursion. But yet he can wrestle back in Japan. That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. And that is it. So yeah, we really didn't find anyone too good there. Anyway, let's just advance. I want to get to the pay-per-view. It is week 3, Friday of week 3 here in September. So we still got another two TV shows to book. Yeah, another 2. Okay. Alright, nothing there. John Greed extending, and then we have our negotiations. Gonna come in as a face. I think we might link him up with Takashita. Have another face tag team, even though I think Takashita and Extranjero Loco are currently a tag team. Maybe I'll put him with someone else. Maybe Moriyuki Miyake. Could be a good option. But we are going to get rid of Victor Pascual. And the game is telling me that I should push Mobstar, which is another guy I want to push. Alright, anyway, let's get into booking Batalla Eterna. I really want to, like I said, get to the pay-per-view for this episode. Let's do an auto push on everyone as well. Let's have a look at Kyler. Still only a mid-carder. We also need to tweak El Critico's angle. Not angle, gimmick. Let's give him a new gimmick, actually. So he's a heel. Cocky, I think Cocky is probably the way to go, considering he's the champion. I guess. We could go Prima Donna. Although it's already been used by someone else. Maybe, I wanted to do Show Stealer, but it's also being used. I guess we can go with Ego, no. I was going to say stick with Egomaniac, but I do want to change things up. So maybe Punk, even though it doesn't really fit his character. I mean, it kind of does. He's kind of antisocial now that he's the champion, you could say. So that kind of works. We'll go with that. And we'll get him to debut his new gimmick on this show. Alright, so we've got a nice wrestler's court there with Mystery Pink improving her behavior. So yeah, we'll try and do a rib. Yeah, okay, we ribbed Electric Dreamer, and it's come down as a success. We're back up to 70% for our backstage rating there. Alright, so main event, I do want to go with El Critico. And he's going to take on El Mitico. Or Tricolor. Let's go Tricolor. Yeah, that's a decent main event. Non-title. And of course, El Critico is going to pick up the victory. Alright, so there we go. Let's do a trios match, and let's have El Mitico, Kyla, and Boom Boom. Yeah, Boom Boom Jamaica. And they're going to take on the team of Evil Inc., I guess. I kind of don't want to do it again, but I think we probably will have to. Actually, let's go New Wave Outlaws, and then we'll chuck in someone else as well. I guess Atlantis kind of makes sense, as he and El Mitico have sort of been going at it recently. And we'll give the victory to Kyla. I think it can be called, yeah. Everyone in the match is pretty good. We can also make that the storytelling. Nice. What else do we want to do? We want to have a women's match. We'll go... Let's go a Fatal 4-Way. Number 1 contenders women match for the Mujeres title. And we'll go Brooke Tyler, Electric Dreamer, Pinky Perez, and Queen Amazon. Auto book that. 10 minutes, and it's going to be a draw. We are not going to have a number 1 contender. As a result, you will see what happens. Yeah, ooh, okay. Dreamer is extremely unhappy about the draw. Rightio, and so is Pinky. Okay, well, this is pretty frustrating. I wanted to do a draw, and it's sort of coming back to bite me on the ass a little bit. Alright, there we go. I have to keep 2 people strong in that match. Ridiculous. We need a high spots match. Let's go with Silver Tiger, Mr. Dependable, and he can take on North Star Jr. And of course, Silver Tiger getting the victory there. Can North Star call? He can. He's actually pretty good, North Star Jr. I kind of don't really respect him too much. Which, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but he's definitely better than I thought he was. So that's going to go there, and then we need one more match. So we'll go another trios. And let's actually give Evil Inc. a victory. So we'll go like that, and then go like that. And they can actually take on the team of Weird and Wacky, and we'll give a debut on TV to Yodo Oichi, being a part of this this trio. They actually look very similar in the face. I'll give the victory. We'll give it to Samael. We'll give it to Samael. I know he's a big fan favorite out there with you guys, the viewers. We'll chuck that match on first, and I think we'll give Evil Inc. a promo as well. Bit of an angle. Alright, let's book the angles, and then we'll do some pre-show. Let's go El Critico. Main event angle. Then we'll go Kyler. Go Midiko. Kyler. And I guess, can Boom Boom... I don't think he can do angles. I mean, he kind of can. Let's put him on it. Hopefully he'll improve being in there with Kyler and Midiko. Pick up a thing or two. That'd be nice. Chuck that there. Silver Tiger can have one as well, because he's a bit of a beast. Thank you, Silver Tiger. Pretty much always pulls a B- minimum. We need to reduce 2 minutes. Take it off the first match here. And then we want to give Evil Inc. an angle. So, Devious Dr. Fang. Actually, it's Samael first. Devious Dr. Fang. And then we want Major Huanta, Menace, Entertainment, I think. Yes. Alright, that looks pretty good. We also need to change Samael to a mid-carder, just so he's able to not get penalized, as he's only an opener. That's crazy. That really... I mean, it just surprises me that he's not a mid-carder. What's his popularity? 29E. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Anyway, let's we'll do some pre-show. Have the Eternal Kings take on the Suffering. It's actually a really good match. And we'll give the victory to Lopez. Open, cold, decisive. Really good pre-show match. Should be on the main card. Definitely instead of that first match. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm not going to change it now. And then we'll go with Urban Gladiators, and they can take on Huracan and Victor Pasquale. Bye-bye, Victor. Alright, we'll chuck in... I guess we'll chuck in Phoenix. Alright, we managed to get rid of Victor in the process as well. And I can't complain about that. Alright, let's run the show. Starting off with a 51D plus for the Urban Gladiators, defeating Phoenix 4 and Victor Pasquale in 951 when Labyrinto defeated Victor by pinfall with a Labyrinto roll. Good match. Well, not really a good match, but anyway. We then go into a good match, which gets a 65C for the pre-show. The Eternal Kings defeating the Suffering in 957 when Nicholas Lopez defeated Seth Whitehead by pinfall with a Lopez Buster. Yeah, I have to say, Nicholas and Marcos really falling off, I have to say that. Their in-ring performances are definitely dropping. And it's kind of sad. Definitely kind of sad with Lopez. Anyway, we then go into the starting angle of the show, getting a 55C- for Evil Incorporated. Samael there being rated on Menace. Their match also getting a C- with a 54 here, where we have Evil Inc. defeating Yodo Oichi and Weird and Wacky in 811, and Samael defeated Yodo by pinfall with a Poison of God. And yeah, he debuted without a specific gimmick. And Extra Enduro has a gimmick that is getting stale. Anyway, Samael improving in performance skills, and then we have Takashita as well improving in performance skills. And finally, Yodo Oichi improving in Rumble. We then go straight into the women's Fatal 4-Way match, getting a 60C, which is pretty good considering we kept 2 workers strong. Where we have Brooke Tyler drawing with Electric Dreamer, Pinky Perez, and Queen Amazon in 10 minutes flat when the referee was forced to rule a no contest when all hell broke loose. Yeah, So with that in mind, at the pay-per-view, it is going to be a 5-way match for the women's title, the Mujeres title. And it is going to be Brooke Tyler, well, Mystery Pink, taking on Brooke Tyler, Electric Dreamer, Pinky Perez, and Queen Amazon. If she can manage to keep hold of the title after that match, I'll be shocked. Because, again, I'm not going to set a winner for that one. And we're just going to have to, see what happens. Anyway, we then go into an 88B+ rated angle for Silver Tiger. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that. That's a really, really good angle. I might want to have a look at his popularity after this show as well. His match, okay then, 79B, the Silver Tiger defeating North Star Jr. in 9:37 by pinfall with a Silver Tiger driver. 78 in-ring performance. Okay, that's a good high spots match. Definitely pretty good. We then go straight into the trios angle, getting a 71C+, where we have El Mitico, Kyla, and Boom Boom Jamaica. Their match gets a 65C, where we have El Mitico, Kyla, and Boom Boom defeating Atlantis Jr. and New Wave Outlaws in 10:28, when Kyla defeated Mobstar by pinfall with a K-Trigger. Apparently Atlantis Jr. being the weak link in this match. Only getting a 39 in-ring. I mean, he's also pretty old, so could be pretty understandable at the same time. We've got a couple of work improvements here, both Boom Boom Jamaica and Mobstar improving in technical skills as a result. We then go into an 80B for the pre-main event angle from El Critico. Good stuff, kind of what I expect. I expect a B minimum out of him. Yes. We want to give him his new gimmick. No. So let's complete his gimmick. Switch to a punk gimmick. And the gimmick has got an initial rating of above average. So that's perfect. Now let's go into the main event. And the match gets an 80B for our main event there. Good stuff. We have El Critico defeating Tricolor Jr. in 20 minutes, 7 seconds by pinfall with a critical mass. And yeah, just a really good main event for a TV show. Overall show rating getting us a 79B. That is massive. Again, obviously that one's going to increase our popularity in all 3 regions, but that is big. Very, very big. Okay. So Pasquale's gone. Pretty happy about that. We already kind of replaced him as well with the new Japanese excursion wrestler, Yodo. TV rating getting a 0.73, so back up from the sort of disappointing previous episode that we had shown on TV. And I think we've got one more Batalla Eterna before the pay-per-view. And of course, it's the big one as well. So this is going to be a pretty interesting go-home. We might try and blend all the storylines together. And I think for the women, we might do a handicap match. I wonder if I'm not sure if I can do a 2-on-3 handicap. I think I can. So I'm thinking we do that with the heel team taking on the face team of 2. I think that could be pretty cool. I mean, Teresa Perez would be a very good option as well to bring in. I'm definitely a fan of hers. Alright, let's check the popularity real quick. We're up to 46 in Northern and Southeastern. But unfortunately, the importance hasn't gone up. Or maybe it has. And I'm just a bit silly. Anyway, let's get into this TV show. This episode's going to be pretty long, so we want to try and get through. I mean, looking at that backstage rating, it's gone up 5% just from releasing Victor Pasquale. That's funny. That's funny. It's very interesting as well. Anyway, so our matches, we have Cosmic Rider. Okay, let's blend all three of these matches together. So we'll do a 4-on-4 main event. It's massive. Where we're gonna have the Eternal Kings partnering up with Kyla and Angel of Mercy. Well, I guess Angel of Mercy should be there with his heroes' stablemates. And they're going to be taking on El Critico, Cosmic Rider, Phoenix 3, and of course, Dragon Americano. So 20-minute match. And I think what's going to happen, we're going to have Kyla pick up the victory onto Phoenix 3. And he's going to be the loser. Hopefully this will go down. It might not, considering Kyla's only a mid-carder, so we might have to change something. It worked. Okay, well, that's unexpected. What's his popularity now? 42. I mean, that's a big win. That is a big, big win. Okay. What about Lopez? Okay, so he's gone down from a... Yeah, after he lost the title, I guess. From a C+. And at the same time, you know, his stats are really decreasing now as well. Definitely not the man he once was. Similar sort of thing there for Marcos Flores. Okay. I'm really surprised about that. I didn't think they would take it on the chin, so to speak. Anyway, next match, I want to go with Silver Tiger. Who can he be partnered up with? Let's see. We could go with Felipe. Maybe Labyrinto. Yeah, we'll go Labyrinto. I won't go too sort of risky right now. And they're going to take on Boom Boom Jamaica and Omitico Jr. It's going to be another 20-minute match. This is going to be another good one. Definitely another good one in the books. Let's have a look at his popularity. I said I was going to look at it. So 64C. I mean, it's up there. It's definitely up there. We essentially came around here, so January, February. So we've done a pretty steady job of increasing his popularity. Yeah. We've actually increased Boom Boom Jamaica's popularity there as well. I think I kind of want to give them the victory. I think it's just a little bit scary to do that, though. Let's give Boom Boom the victory. The loser can be Labyrinto. Open called, slow built, decisive. Alright, there we go. That looks pretty good. Now the women's match. Okay, so we can do it. 2 versus 3 handicap. So it's going to be Dreamer and Pinky Perez, and they're going to be taking on Mystery Pink, Brooke Tyler, and Queen Amazon. The Crown, of course, the new tag team in our women's division. And we're going to leave it blank. It's going to be another bit of a test to see if anyone can really beat the other team. well, to see if Dreamer and Pinky can beat the other team that consists of Mystery Pink. So also make that the storytelling match. Obviously, quite a good story with the whole handicap situation. All right, up next, we need a high spots. So let's go with, I guess, Devious Doctor. Not really. I think Hush. We'll go with Hush. I know he's quite good. Hush against Phoenix. I mean, probably going to be a match we go to a lot in the future as well, whether it be in tag matches or whatever. We're going to leave it blank as well. So open, script, decisive, high spots. There we go. And finally, we'll go a tag team match. Let's go Samael and Fang to take on Weird and Wacky. Actually, are there any other? I guess we can go. Let's go Yellow Flash and Sunny Wildside. 10-minute match there, and we'll give Samael. Actually, we'll go DDF. I'm a big fan of DDF as well. I think we can call. I think we can. I guess we can't. I guess we can't. Okay. Alright, scripted. That's going to go on first. Let's do angles. Okay, so we got... In the main event, we have Kyla alongside... Well, we'll go Angel of Mercy first. Kind of makes more sense. Angel of Mercy, and then we got Nicholas Lopez and Marcos Flores. All rated on entertainment, I think. And we'll make them all successful, even though I guess some of them aren't even in the same sort of feud. That's pre-main event. We're then going to go with, I guess, Silver Tiger and Labyrinto. Or maybe... Actually, let's go Silver Tiger onto Boom Boom, which is going to set up their match for El Dia Nacional de Lucha. We're going to put both of them in there on entertainment. So that's going to pre-book their match in. And then, of course, they're going to take on each other in a tag team match. We're already over our allotted time. And I did want to get another... So we're going to reduce this. We'll take it down to 12. We'll take slow build off. That gives us one more angle, which I think is exactly what we need, because I'm just going to go with Samael and Devious Dr. Fang. And that's going to open up the show. Perfect. Alright, again, we'll do a couple more pre-show matches. Give the New Wave Outlaws a match against Weird and Wacky. Give Austin the victory. Why not? And then it will give another tag match. And we'll go Atlantis Jr. and... Who is a heel? I guess, well, we'll go Slayer. Get some use out of him before he goes. And they can take on North Star and Tricolor. And we'll give Tricolor the victory. Alright, perfect. Let's run the show. Alright, we start off with a 62C, pretty good match actually, where we have New Wave Outlaws defeating Weird and Wacky in 10:06 when Austin Smooth defeated Extranjero Loco by submission with a smooth hold. No improvements, but a pretty good match. Definitely worthy of the main show. We then go to a 58C- where we have North Star Jr. and Tricolor Jr. defeating Atlantis Jr. and Slayer in 10:06 when Tricolor defeated Atlantis by pinfall with a Fisherman's Suplex. We also have Tricolor improving in performance skills as well. And we start off the show with a 51D+, where we have Samael and Devious Dr. Fang cutting an angle, going into their tag match, which gets a 60C, so that's pretty good. We have Samael and Fang defeating Sunny Wildside and Yellow Flash in 10:25, when Devious Dr. Fang defeated Yellow Flash by submission with a deadly Kung Fu grip. Couple of improvements, both for Yellow Flash, he's improving in rumble and performance skills. Moving on to a 64C for the women's match. And they indeed do it. Electric Dreamer and Pinky Perez win the handicap match 2-on-3, defeating Mystery Pink and the Crown in a handicap match in 9:40 when Pinky Perez defeated Brooke Tyler by pinfall with a pink butterfly bomb. Very interesting. Mystery Pink could be losing her title. Anyway, moving on to a 46D. Unfortunately, we have Phoenix for defeating Hush in 9:36 by pinfall with a Phoenix Salt. Not a great high spots match, but at the same time, I haven't really used these guys too much. Hush was off his game. Phoenix has got a gimmick that's getting stale. Bit of a, I don't know, a culmination of kind of negative things for these two. Also, they're not really being pushed either. Moving on to an 84B+, where we have Silver Tiger and Boom Boom Jamaica going at it before their tag team match, which is, of course, going to set them up to take each other on. 2 out of 3 falls. And it is going to be Boom Boom Jamaica taking on Silver Tiger at the pay-per-view, the big one, in a 20-minute match. Good stuff, though. Really impressive angle. Both of them rated on entertainment as well. The tag team match does really well. Probably going to beat the main event here tonight on Batalla Eterna. 78B in a 12-minute match. Could have done even better had I left it as a 20-minute match. Anyway, Boom Boom Jamaica and El Mitico Jr. defeating Silver Tiger and Labyrinto Jr. in 11:59 when Boom Boom defeated Labyrinto by pinfall with a drop the boom, and as you'd expect, Labyrinto being the weak link there. Really good stuff, though. We then go to a 75B- where we have the 4 Technico members of tonight's main event, Kyla, Angel of Mercy, and the Eternal Kings. And the main event, definitely doesn't do as well, getting a 72B- there, where we have Angel of Mercy, Kyla Adams, and the Eternal Kings defeating El Critico, Cosmic Rider, Phoenix 3, and Dragon Americano in 1949, when Kyla defeated Phoenix 3 by pinfall with a K-Trigger. We had 2 people off their game, both Marcus Flores and Angel of Mercy, so a little bit frustrating. No worker improvements, but yeah, definitely a little lackluster for our main event, considering the previous match as well. Anyway, we end the show. We get a 73B- there, again increasing popularity in all 3 regions of Mexico. So yeah, we've got to be happy with that. Alright, just taking a sip of water there. The TV rating getting a 0.71, so I think that's only slightly down from the last episode. And we're still at 46s and a 62 for West Central there. I'm assuming we must be pretty close. Let me have a look in the editor. So go Oli. Popularity. Alright, so 46.6. I'm not sure if that's going to go up. I think it goes up. Well, actually, maybe it will. I don't know. Anyway, let's advance. We'll get into El Dia Nacional de Lucha, the big event of Oli. And we've got some really good matches. We've got a few other matches that I haven't pre-booked yet. I mean, Babao would be a good signing as well. Yeah, definitely would. Okay, anyway, moving on. This episode's going to be a pretty long one. Alright, let's set our pay-per-view broadcaster, Selección Mexico. And we have an incident with Manuel Prieto. Let me just give him a stern warning. Hopefully that doesn't really happen again. Dropped our backstage rating by 2 points. That's annoying. Alright, we've got a successful rib on Extranjero, although it's backfired and he's now upset. But it did increase by 1 point, so worth it, I think. Anyway, let's pre-book. Start off with our last man standing match. It's going to be 25 minutes. It's a bit of a risk, but I think it will be fine. I think it will. Anyway, open, called, slow built, decisive. Got to put the title on the line, the universal title. There we go. Book the next match. Let's go with Kyler's match. We're not gonna book a winner. But it's going to be open, called, slow built, and decisive as well. And then, of course, Mexico title on the line. Come on, Kyler. Please win it. It'd be so special. Then we'll go with Boom Boom and Silver Tiger. Another 20-minute match. I think we're going to give the victory to Silver Tiger. I think he definitely deserves it. He's been so impressive lately. Like, I kind of want to put the title on him right now, but El Critico's also been really impressive as well. For this match, I think we're going to go 12 minutes for the Parijas titles. And there's going to be some interesting things happening in this match. So, the thought process is going to be Nicolas Lopez is going to be the victor. Eternal Kings are going to be the new tag team champions. The loser of the match is going to be Phoenix 3. It's going to be open. It's going to be called. It's going to be decisive. And yeah, basically Phoenix 3 costs Cosmic Rider his tag team title with the loss there. What is that going to mean for Phoenix and Cosmic Rider going forward? Have to wait and find out. Let's make that the storytelling match. Obviously, there is going to be a bit of real storytelling about the match and from the match as well. And then finally, let's book in our last title match here. 12 minutes, 5-way match. No winner set. And I wonder if we can actually call. Can we call? Pretty sure we can. Everyone in this match. Oh, except for Dreamer. Oh, goddammit, Dreamer. Letting us down. Yeah, it's going to have to be scripted. Alright, there we go. Yep, Women's Mujeres title on the line. That's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good, this whole card so far. But the next match we're going to do is another 2 out of 3 falls, and we're going to have El Medico Jr. taking on Labyrinto. There we go. Just a 10-minute match with El Medico picking up the victory. Chuck that on first. We need a high spots match. Let's go with... I think, yeah, we'll go with Felipe. And he can take on... Kind of want to do Takashita. Maybe Yellow Flash. Yeah, that's a good match. 12-minute high spots match. With Felipe picking up the victory here. There we go. He's extremely unhappy. We'll keep him strong. Yellow Flash being a little bit of a crybaby there. And that's going to go right there. Perfect. And I think that looks pretty good. Let's book our angles. So we need our Critico. Then we need Kyler. Looking for another. An A would be so nice. And then he wins the title. Imagine that. That would be perfect. We'll go the Eternal Kings as well. So we'll go with Marcos and Nicholas. We'll go with Silver Tiger. He might be able to pull an A, although I'm guessing his popularity might have taken a bit of a dip. It's still the same. Okay. Well, that's perfect. I do want to give Felipe an angle as well. I mean, his entertainment stats never really rose, did they? I think it might be capped at 40, actually. Interesting. What about Yellow Flash? Definitely not. Okay. Well, I guess we won't do an angle for them. Let's do a mystery pink angle, or should we just go maybe all 5? Yeah, I'm wondering, I think we just go all 5 members. And maybe just go Queen Amazon on Menace. Let's go Mystery Pink, Brooke, Electric Dreamer, Pinky Perez, and Queen Amazon. So Menace, Entertainment, and we'll go Success as well. Alright, that looks pretty good. And then finally we'll give an angle there to Almitico as well. And I think that's going to be our show. Well, the main card anyway. We'll do some pre-show. Do some pre-show work as well. Almost using up all the time. Anyway, pre-show matches. We'll go Evilink. To take on Extranjero, Huracan, and Phoenix. Give the victory to Samael. There we go. Let's do another one. We'll do a tag. And let's have New Wave Outlaws to take on North Star and Tricolor. And we'll give North Star the victory there. Like I said, he's kind of underrated a little bit. All right, that looks pretty good. Well, maybe I should put the women on there as well. What women do we have left? I think we have enough for a tag team. Let's do a women's tag team match. We'll have Strella and actually let's go Velvet and Lauren, and they can take on Francisca and Hellcat. Could have done a 6-way. Let's do a 6-way. Let's get them all on the card. Why not? All right. So Estrella, Lauren, and Velvet take on Francisca, Hellcat Hernandez, and Purple Viper. There we go. Literally all the women on our roster are on this show. We'll give the victory. Let's give it to Francisca. Like I said, I'm super impressed by her. I just really want her psychology to get up there. It's at a 40D. It's not too bad. Stamina needs work as well. Obviously, we need to use her in order to get her up to that type of level. She's also pretty over. She's pretty over, so... There we go. We'll chuck that back there. And let's run the show. We're already at an hour and 20 minutes. But here we go. 55 C- for the women's trio match where we have Francisca Hellcat Hernandez and Purple Viper defeating Estrella Blanca, Lauren Easter, and Velvet Suarez in 9:55 when Francisca defeated Estrella by pinfall with a high rise elbow drop. Yeah, good match. 58 in ring for Francisca. We also have Velvet Suarez improving in Rumble skills as well. We then go to a 57 C- where we have Evil Inc. defeating Extranjero Loco, Huracan, and Phoenix 4 in 10:11 when Samael defeated Phoenix by pinfall with a Poison of God. We also have Major Juanta improving in Rumble skills here. And the last pre-show match doing really well. Probably should have put that on the main card. We kind of did have the time as well. Getting a 67 C+ where we have North Star Jr. and Tricolor Jr. defeating New Wave Outlaws in 10:28 when North Star defeated Mobstar by pinfall with a Sky Twister press. Good stuff. Also have Mobstar improving in technical skills there as well. We then start the show off with a 78B from El Mitico going into his match, which gets a 67 C+, where we have El Mitico defeating Labyrinto Jr. in 10:08 by 2 falls to 1 after losing the first, with the final fall happening by pinfall with a Northern Lights suplex. Alright, moving on to a 62C, a relatively good angle for the women there. It's pretty impressive. We've got the 5 women in our women's Mujeres title match. Also have Mystery Pink learning to show more charisma. Alright, let's see the match. Gets a 70 C+, very respectable. And we have Queen Amazon defeating Brooke Tyler, Electric Dreamer, Pinky Perez, and Mystery Pink in 11:33 when Queen Amazon defeated Electric Dreamer by pinfall with an Amazonian powerbomb. Queen Amazon wins the Campeonato de las Mujeres title. We have a new champion, a new women's champion, Queen Amazon. Interesting because she literally was off her game, and she also got the worst in-ring performance out of everybody. Yeah, very interesting. Anyway, I'm kind of happy because Mystery Pink kind of needed to lose that title. I just wish that she lost it to Electric Dreamer earlier on. Anyway, Queen Amazon also improving in flying skills as well. Very good match, very good. We then go into a 56 C- where we have Felipe Caballero defeating Yellow Flash in 12:03 by pinfall with a Caballero drop for our high spots match. We also have Yellow Flash improving in Rumble skills. Not bad. Moving into an 82B for Silver Tiger. And apparently he invented a new catchphrase that is likely to boost his ability on the microphone. So that's perfect. Very happy about that. And a very solid 1 point away from a B+. I mean, he's definitely becoming our top main eventer without a shadow of a doubt. His match doing really well, getting a 76B-, 1 point away from a B. We have Silver Tiger defeating Boom Boom Jamaica in 2010 by 2 falls to 1 after losing the first, with the final fall happening by pinfall with a Silver Tiger driver. And a 79 in-ring performance there. Really impressive stuff. We then go into a 75B- for the Eternal Kings, their angle, prior to the Parijas titles match. Of course, these two wily old veterans basically saying that if they don't win tonight, they might never get an opportunity at the Parijas titles together again. Of course, they are the Trios champions as well. But, you know, they're the Eternal Kings. They want tag team gold. Their match gets a 69 C+, where we have the Eternal Kings defeating Cosmic Rider and Phoenix 3 in 12:03 when Nicolas Lopez defeated Phoenix by pinfall with a Lopez Buster. The Eternal Kings win the Campeonatos de Parejas titles. We also had Phoenix off his game, being the weak link in this match as well. Yeah, anyway, moving on to an 88 B+, 1 point away from an A for Kyler Adams prior to his Mexico title match. Please, please win this match. Biggest match of his career so far. Does pretty well, 74 B-, and unfortunately we have Dragon Americano defeating Kyler in 1941 by 2 falls to 1 after losing the first, with the final fall happening by submission. Dragon Americano making defense number 5 of his Campeonato del Mexico title. Heartbreaking stuff there for Kyler. Heartbreaking. Came so close as well. And actually outperformed Dragon Americano with a 64. Yeah, very happy with that. Albeit, not going to become the mid-card champion. But maybe that means he's destined for greater things. Alright, we then go into the pre-main event angle, getting a 78B with El Critico, our Universal Champion. And of course, he's taking on Angel of Mercy. That match getting an 82B, where we have El Critico defeating Angel of Mercy in a last man standing match in 25-16, when Angel of Mercy could not beat a 10 count after a critical mass. El Critico making defense number 3 of his Campeonato de Universal title. What a match. What a match. 1 point away from a B+ rated match. That's how you finish off your biggest event, your biggest pay-per-view of the year. We also have El Critico still improving, this time in technical skills. But this guy he's something else. I was a bit suspect when he won the title off of Lopez. But honestly, I mean, he's kind of holding his own, holding the company in the same regard that Lopez was when we first came. Yeah, with that, I have to be, credit where it's due. He's doing well. Anyway, let's end the show. We get an 81B rated show. So good for El Dia Nacional de Lucha. Really solid. Really, really solid. Alright, now the thing is, who do we praise? Because, yeah, I'm not really sure who has morale issues. I know Pinky Perez has morale issues. I think Lopez has morale issues still as well. And finally, let's go with Huracan. I think Huracan has some as well. So we'll go with those 3. Super long episode for you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying it. It's going to be about an hour and a half long. We are about to end it. Don't get me wrong. So we got a few people dating. Okay, it's interesting. Queen Amazon and Austin Smooth. Didn't really see that coming. And Pinky Perez and Devious Dr. Fang. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah. But Austin with Queen Amazon, it just seems strange. Anyway, pay-per-view buy rate is actually up from the last one as well, getting a 0.12, which is immense, which probably means, yeah, the revenue's gone up in about another 14,000 from the last month. We also have another TV show yet to run, which is going to be in week 4. That'll be in the start of next episode. And that is going to wrap up this one, guys. So thank you very much for watching. If you could smash the like button, would be much appreciated. You guys always showing great support on these videos in the lead up to the release of TEW 2020. Right from that, make sure you subscribe if you're not. It's come down a little bit, but we're still at about 65% of my viewers not subscribed. Make sure you do that. Turn on the notification bell as well, and you'll get notified when these episodes do indeed come out. Apart from that, guys, as always, take it easy, and I hope you enjoy the end of stat screen.